Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Anjali and I teach acrylic paintings, mandalas, denticles, and folk arts here and much more. So, consider subscribing if you are new here. This is what we're gonna do today. This tutorial is about 3 different floral paintings that we're gonna do. That recently I did on my Instagram, and some of you requested me to do a tutorial on that. So, these are the 3 paintings that we will do. But before that, please do click the subscribe icon and don't forget to click that bell icon so that you don't miss any updates from my channel. So let's get started, guys. Okay guys, the first painting that we will do, the first floral painting, for that I took this paper. This is A5 sheet. I cut it into this size, and what you're gonna make sure that when you're making the rough sketches, make sure the flowers that you're gonna draw, they're on an equal distance from each other. Don't make them very much close to each other. Just keep some little space here and there. So this is the color that I'm gonna using. This is from Martha Stewart. The color is Pink Dahlia. I'll put the link below for every color and all the material that I'm gonna use. I'm just gonna paint the whole flowers with pink, just roughly, like you can use any kind of brush, but make sure it's not much thicker, and just go with a thin brush here. Okay guys, so if you are not comfortable in using acrylics, either you can use these pro markers as well, or the watercolor or acrylics, whatever you want. So that's on you. So the rest of the background, I'm gonna paint it a little bit lighter than the color. Okay, so this is the cloud paint of, again, from Martha Stewart, but I added a little bit of green into it so that it gives a feel of greenish background. So I'm gonna paint all the leaves now, but first I took a very little amount of green and mixed it with white so that it gives a feel of light shade of leaves here and there. And then on top of this light shade, these leaves, I'm gonna paint a little bit darker shade of green like this, and just keep the proportion of leaves less so that you can see the background as well. Don't overpopulate the whole painting with the leaves. So I'm gonna give these flowers a boundary with, I'm just using this sign pen here. You can use fine liners as well, but this one was much more bold. So now I'm painting the black leaves on top of my green leaves so that it gives a nice contrast to the whole painting. So I'm using this paint marker from Uniball. So I'll put a link below for that also. You can go and check that link for all the materials that I've used. And now, as you can see, it's looking real pretty. So we will move on to the second floral pattern. So for that, again, there are 3 things you need to draw in the whole pattern. So first one is a lotus shape like this, and second is like a bird, a lotus bird, and the third one is also a leaf kind of structure. So then place them here and there. Just keep a little distance from each other so that there's a little empty spaces to fill with the color. So there are 2 different colors I'm going to use here for this background. So the first one is the sap green, and the other one is the before that I showed you from Martha Stewart, a light green color. I'll put a link below for these 2 also, and I'm going to mix them a little bit with the white so that the green, the sap green won't be that dark. So I mixed it with little bit of titanium white, and this is how it looks now. This is sap green and white mixed together. So this is the color that I'm using in the background. So I'm going to use 2 colors. The upper half is like the darker shade, and the down part is this like really light green, lime green color. If you don't have a lime green color, you can just mix the yellow and green and a little bit white together, and you'll get a very nice lemony color. So what you're gonna do here is, when you're painting the lotus which are in the lighter in the down part, make sure they are of darker color. So I'm using just the paint as such, the pink dahlia color, all pink, but when I'm painting the above section they are a little bit lighter, so I mix the pink dahlia with little bit of white so that the darker background has lighter shade colors and the lighter shade has darker paint. So make sure the greens are all gonna be same. So this one is little bit very, I don't remember the color, I'll put a link below for you. So this green is different than the one we used in the background, so all that greens are gonna be of the same color. Okay guys, so after outlining the flower and leaves, I will use the white paint marker to highlight the flowers and give them a little bit of contrast. And I'm using this very beautiful pen from Sakura. It's a fine point white paint marker. If you don't have this, you can use any other bold paint marker as well, but make sure the lines won't go outside the flower. So that's why I'm using a fine point here. As you can see the difference between a highlighted one and a one which is not highlighted. The highlighted one looks much more prettier. So when you're gonna paint the flowers which are on the which has this darker background, don't use white. In those flowers we're gonna use some red to highlight the flowers. So you can use any kind of marker that you have. I'm going to use this pro marker from Winsor & Newton, but if you have any other brush pen or any other marker, just lightly highlight the whole flowers with it. Okay guys, as you can see this is done and it's looking real pretty, so we can move on to our third floral pattern of today's tutorial. So what you need to do is, if you need to have 3 different colors of flowers in this painting, so you can choose colors of your choice, then make circles pretty close to each other, and I choose red, pink and orange colors for the flowers. So just make sure they are very much close to each other, like a bunch of flowers. And just make a little bit swatches of color here and there, which will look like a little small bud of flower. And then guys, paint the rest of the space left behind with the black color, and make sure you don't leave any empty white spaces here and there. Okay guys, so when the color dries out, use all the green shades that you have to make the leaf pattern here and there, but before, just give it a little bit highlight to the flower with a little bit of black and white here and there to just make it look like a flower. So I'm just gonna cover all the spaces left with different shades of green that I have. So I used the lime green, little bit of sap green and some olive green color. So different kind of shades of color to just it looks like a bunch of flowers all together. So make sure you make some teeny tiny little bit of birds here and there with different kind of colors, and to give it a little bit of contrast, I'm gonna use this white paint to make some small floral budding patterns like this, so that there's a lot of black background and white looks real good on black. So that's why I'm just gonna do some little bit of white dabbing here and there to make it pop. So guys, as you can see, our painting is almost done and it is looking real great, and it was really very easy to make. And do tell me if you enjoyed the whole process, and if you want me to draw some this kind of painting again, I'll do one more series for you. Just make sure to show me that you like the video, give me a huge thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So okay guys, so this is all. So these are the 3 paintings we did today, and please make sure you, when you recreate my painting, please share it with me on my Instagram. I would love to see your recreations, and I will post it on my Instagram stories and sometimes on my YouTube stories as well. So that's it for today guys. Thanks for watching my video, and I appreciate all your love and support, and please keep supporting my channel. I'll come up with a new video next week. Till then, bye bye.